welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, Nisi G, and I have been a mindset mentor for 3 years, a master cosmetologist for 18 years. I'm currently studying to be a nurse practitioner, and I am obsessed with quantum physics, psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy, and neuroscience. I like to read you guys' comments on TikTok and dive deeper into the videos. And so today, I want to talk to you guys about feeling guilty about being confident, for being powerful and receiving more and not shrinking yourself, especially if you grew up feeling like, you had to be humble or, just shrink yourself pretty much, make yourself small. So we're going to dive deep into healing those old patterns, building quantum certainty, and stabilizing a reality that feels more natural to you. The comment that was asked was how to not feel guilty for accepting your powerful, excuse me, rewind. How to not feel guilty for accepting your powerful and receiving. When my started coming in, I still feel sometimes that if I know it's coming in and I'm confident, then I'll get ripped away. It'll get ripped away because confident could mean arrogant. I understand it's from my Christian programming. I'll try to rewire, but it is hard. And I told this person that I was going to make a video by Sunday or Monday, and I meant it. Because I also have a Christian upbringing. I was raised Baptist Christian, and I want to talk to you guys about this. So take notes. And this can apply to any person who's been in any religion. I have a ton of notes here because I like to write down everything. I am ADHD. So your girl's mind goes 50 miles a minute. And in order to stay on topic, I have to keep my notes here. So you'll see me glancing at my notes every once in a while. And also too, let me just be thankful. I'm so thankful to this commenter who wrote this because I know that it takes a lot of just courage and guts to say something like that, especially on social media on a platform where people just ridicule you all the time, which is their issue, not yours. And so I want to say thank you for putting that. It makes you common, valid, and human, especially for those of us that grew up with a similar background. So even if you were raised, Muslim, most of the Abrahamic religions, it's a wild ride out here for us. But anyways, I just wanted to dive into the things with you guys and why you feel guilty about being powerful and receiving. So, and I still wear my cross very proudly. It tends to bother people on my TikTok, and I'm just going to let it. I wear my cross for my own personal, private reasons, and I love the reason why I wear this. So you guys can stop asking me about it. I won't be answering. It's my prerogative. Like, get over it. Nonetheless, Christian upbringing often ties into goodness and sacrifice. From a young age, we're taught you have to overly extend, overly give. God blesses a cheerful giver. You got to be nice. You can't be, you can do well. You can't do better than them. Don't let your neighbor know you have too much. Like all this hoopla, right? That goes into you. And when you are getting your programming at such a young age up until adulthood, that is what you have taught your nervous system to feel safe with. So in order to manifest things, your nervous system does 100% need to feel safe to receive these things. And so with that Christian background, that Christian upbringing, you are taught certain things and your nervous system is taught those same things. And so your nervous system deems that to be true. And your nervous system is keeping you in fight or flight mode. It's deeming what's safe, not safe, safe, not safe. So it's been taught those things. So we're also taught like the idea that being lowly, humble, self-sacrificing, or modest, being good or godly. And it's so wild because in your conscious mind, you're aware like, yes, I deserve the car. Yes, I deserve the home. But then in your subconscious, it's still holding on to what you've been taught through traditional Christianity, right? Okay, so confidence, prosperity, and power were often labeled as dangerous. Pride goes before a fall. How many times in the Bible Have you heard of someone being prideful and then boom, it crushes? Even look at the Roman Empire, right? Like, and Julius Caesar. Okay, so pride goes before a fall. Blessed are the meek, often misinterpreted. And this actually prompted me to do a series on Bible verses and how the Bible and Jesus was basically just teaching us how to manifest and about co-creation. And we wanted to deem it as a religion to worship someone outside of ourselves. So I'm going to go there. And this is what I'm talking about when I say operate in your true, authentic form. I'm aware that I'm talking about a lot of controversial topics. I just don't care. That's the difference. So this created an unconscious fear. If I become powerful and confident, I will be seen as arrogant, and God or life will punish me because no one should be above God in Christianity, right? So now we have to untangle confidence, arrogance, which is on the quantum and spiritual truth side of this. Confidence is not arrogance. We confuse confidence with being like having a big ego or thinking that we're better than other people. And in actuality, it has nothing to do with those things. But in Christianity, especially, because I mean, that's what I'm talking to, because I was raised that way. And I'm pretty sure other people will be able to relate based off of the religions that they were brought up in. They want to keep you in like this box of what is appropriate, what's not appropriate. And I too fell victim to being in that box. I'm like, okay, I can't be too loud, especially being a Black woman, being raised in the South. And I always got told you can have nice stuff, not too nice. You can have a nice car, but maybe get it certified pre-owned. I'm like, no, I want brand new. I want luxury. I want what I want. And so, sorry, you guys, I need some water. Y'all know how I feel about my water. Excuse me. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is certainty in your divine connection. Think about it like this. Jesus walked around and performed all these wonderful miracles. And first of all, you cannot tell me that's not manifestation. I'm just saying. Number two, Jesus performed all these miracles, right? And the confidence that he had to exude. Think about it. There's a storm on this boat. The waters are in disarray. And Jesus goes outside and just says, peace, be still. And the water's just calm. And he chilling. Ain't bothered. Ain't checking the 3D because he knows his power. He knows that his power comes from source. Right? Because he's one with source. I cannot wait to do the Bible verse deep dives with y'all, because prepare to be shooketh. Okay? To be shooketh. I'm so excited about this. Arrogance is feeling separate, superior, or needing to dominate. Like you feel like you need to overtake something. And this is what I had to understand too, even with myself. I had to get out of my ego because I felt like I need to overly explain to people what I'm talking about. I need them to understand. People ask me about my cross. I felt the need to explain. That is arrogance. I don't need to explain anything to you. I don't need to force you to be on my side with things. I don't need you to, understand. Listen, get it, don't. I don't care, right? There's a difference. Arrogance is feeling separate, superior, or needing to dominate. True spiritual confidence is knowing you are connected to abundance because you are one with source. You are one with source. So in quantum terms, certainty collapses the desired outcome into form, not wavering, not being moved, shaken, disturbed by the 3D reality, because it's just an echo of some past stuff that you've already thought, felt, and manifested. Okay? Certainty collapses the desired outcome into form. You are not being arrogant by believing it's already yours. You're just creating it. Confidence stabilizes the timeline. Fear destabilizes it. So let me explain something to you all really quickly. I'm going to put my phone down. Think of yourself as an infinite library. And you can go inside the library. Let's say we're going to use me for an example. I'm the Library of Nisi. I'm going to go into Nisi Library, and there's an infinite of books that just go on and on and on forever, and it never ends. Okay, and I'm going to go and select one book of Nisi that I want. There's a book of Nisi that's a cardiologist. There's a book of Nisi that's homeless. There's a book of Nisi that doesn't have a kid. There's a book of Nisi that works at Wendy's. I don't know, just making up some shit for the sake of the video. Okay. I'm just going to go and pick whichever book I want to read, select it. The book is already written. It's already written. It's already created. There's the beginning, the plot, the end. That's it. So once I open the book, and if I started reading it and I don't like the words that's on the book, I have the freedom to close said book, put it back on the shelf, and pick another one. I got the wrong book of Nisi today. I don't think I like that book. Let me select something else. So that's what you're doing. So when I say that neuroscience, cognitive behavioral therapy, psychology, all of this goes hand in hand, quantum physics, it really does. And this is why shadow work, as these people on TikTok like to call it, is important. And I also feel like there's a generational thing going on, and this may be a limiting belief of mine. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. But I do feel like there's a disconnect. I'm 37. And when I get people that sign up for my mentorship that are younger, they're on this, I'm just going to robotically affirm, lock in is what they call locking in. But I want people to upgrade their lifestyle. I really love you guys. It makes my heart skip several beats when you guys send me your success stories. It makes me so happy because I'm just like, all they did was binge my content. And if you need help, because my mentorship is waitlisted right now, it doesn't open back up until the 1st of May. It's, mid-April. So the 1st of May. And even then, I'm extremely selective now with who I take in because I give it my all. I write out these detailed, structured plans for you. We share a Google Doc. I have regular check-ins. Like I'm taking on a lot energetically. And all of the stuff that I make for you guys online is literally like a miniature form of mentorship. Also, I've been hopping on TikTok live a lot, and people have been wanting to have more open dialogue with me. And so if you're not wanting to sign up for one-on-one mentorship, you can do what's called the Diamond Clarity Hour. And once a month, we'll meet on Google Meet. There'll only be about 5 to 6 spots available. And we will discuss, we'll have open dialogue like we do on TikTok Live, except for you're not texting it. We're just on video call with 5 to 6 people discussing quantum physics, neuroscience, manifestation, all this stuff. And if you want to go a step further, there's always the VIP group that's on School, spelled SKOOL. If you're interested in that, just go to platinumgang.store and select that and go from there. Or if you're already on School for other groups that you have, you're more than welcome to find Platinum Gang Mindset on School. I have so many platforms, the Spotify, all the things, but I'm just saying if you need that extra help. Okay, so many people were taught in Christianity that suffering was holy and receiving abundance was suspect, okay? But biblical truth also says things like, I have come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. John 10:10. Make sure that I put that up there. So receiving abundance isn't prideful, it's testifying to the goodness of life and God. Shining your light fully shows others to believe they can too. I am a walking testament to that. Genuinely, literally. If you are new here, my old pastor, when I was growing up, told me, he was like, you're going to grow up and minister to people. I thought he meant in a traditional sense. And I said this in the video about finding your breadcrumbs, AKA your golden nuggets. And that was a golden nugget for me. And I didn't realize it at the time. I mean, my God, I'm 8 or 9, right? Like, who's going to know what the heck that is? But I was like, I don't want to freaking minister to people. What the hell? Like, no, I don't see myself in someone's pulpit, not knowing that this is my ministry. This is my way of speaking to the masses. This is the only way I can get my thoughts out, my views out, is connecting with you all through these different platforms, right? So I love that. And when I can be an example, because I am no different than you. I'm no different than you. I'm not better than you. You're no better than me. But if I can get my ass out of a moving truck, y'all, I was sleeping in a moving truck. If I can get my way out of that, if I can manifest my ultimate dream car, get it brand new, get it delivered to me, and all these wonderful things, if I can manifest an abundance of money, you're no different. You're no different. I'm teaching you the exact same things that I did and continue to do to manifest the life of my desires. Now, I've had people do my mentorship program for the longest person has been with me for almost 2 years. The other one is about a year and a half. And that is because the more you elevate in life, things change. Like the more I've elevated, I'm like, okay, I got to get used to people just being negative and whatever in my comments and, whatever. But I'm operating in my true authenticity. And so things are going to just come that way. Now, that's where I'm talking about everyone is not you pushed out, because whatever you're engaging with, whatever you're interacting with, is you pushed out. So if someone comments something negative on my comments and I engage with it in a way that is combative, argumentative, then I must have some sort of agreement to it, right? If I don't, I wouldn't worry about it. So that is everyone is you pushed out. Not to go back to that, but you are never meant to earn blessings through suffering. We have got to get over that. You're not supposed to suffer in order to receive. That is not, and this is just that programming, right? And you've got to change that programming. You're placed on this earth to live a life of abundance and of love and happiness. You're not meant to suffer. We go through these sufferings because of our programming and our subconscious beliefs and our nervous system feeling like we're not safe enough to receive those things, right? So receiving abundance isn't prideful, it's testifying to the goodness of life and God. Shining your light fully allows others to believe they can too. So the more you embody this newfound belief, whatever you want to call it, newfound version of yourself, newfound book from your life that you're deciding to read, that's what's going to bring you in the abundance, right? The blessings. I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the nervous system's role and why it's hard to rewire. It's really not, but I got a lot of comments after that comment piggybacking saying like, it's so hard to receive, it's hard to rewire. Guilt is not just mental, it's stored in the body. So your body has memory. And y'all, I am obsessed with the Brain Institute and their articles and Psychology Today. And it's so funny because I'm in school right now and my English professor reached out to me and she's like, you write a lot about neuroscience and psychology. And I was like, yeah, I'm excited for my summer psychology classes. Let's just say that. Because I'm just like, why did you do that? What made you think this shit? Like, what made you act like that? Like, I'm so interested in human behavior and why people do the stupid shit that they do. But guilt is not just mental, it's stored in the body, right? So your body has memory. Those cells have a memory makeup. When you receive more or get confident, your nervous system might panic at first because it equates newness with danger, even if it's good. This is why when people are in the comments acting crazy, it's something that they haven't heard of. And so they deem it dangerous. They deem it, it's not good. This is not safe. Let me spew out some hateful comments. Like one girl was trying to tell me about the mascara in the spoon video. She was like, how are you not touching it? Some people do stuff for attention. And I'm like, basic physics tells you that everything is made up of atoms holding itself together. So technically there's no such thing as solid matter, but go off. What do I know? So you have to understand that, okay, I'm storing all of this stuff and my body is deeming what's safe or not safe based off of your RAS. And if you're unfamiliar with what the RAS is, go back and watch that video about nervous system regulation. I might tag it in this video so you can see if you haven't watched that yet. But your RAS is deeming what's safe or not safe. So your RAS is looking for these things. So when some new information comes at you and it goes against everything that you believe, your nervous system has to say, that's a lie. She's weird. I don't believe that. It has to dub it something. It has to label it. This is why you shouldn't take things so personally, because that's just their programming. That's just their RAS. I see so many times people are like blatantly prejudiced. um, and you're just like, what made them think that this group of people acts like that or do it? Because that is their what they've known to be true. Their body stores that memory, and they've had that same memory over and over and over again with that particular group of people. That's why when people say like racist things or mean things, I'm like, I don't take it personally, because that is your makeup and that's your nervous system that needs to be reprogrammed. That I'm not going to allow that to affect me. I've had people freak out about like money situations with their hair, with mentorship even. And I'm like, and it lets me know that you're in a scarcity mindset. So don't take things personally. It's just their nervous system deeming what's safe or not safe. And people are legit afraid of what they don't understand. And I used to hear that all the time and I didn't know what that meant. But especially now that I talk about these wild topics, I'm just like, I get it. People are just afraid of it. If you're raised Christian and people see my cross around my neck and then they hear me talking about quantum physics and neuroscience and all this stuff, then they're like, oh, it's blasphemous, because I don't fit the box that they want me to be in. Same thing the opposite way. All these spiritual gurus, teachers, whatever you want to call them, they're like, why are you wearing the cross? Da, 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 da. Somebody told me it was a swastika. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, I don't have to fit the mold that you want me to be in, and you don't either. You don't have to fit the mold that other people want you to be in. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's like, fuck off. I'm being me. People don't like my curse words. You're going to miss a beautiful message because I cussed. Get over your fucking self. Like, seriously. I can't. So you're not making yourself small because of other people. So your nervous system is just in a panic mode, right? You're not right or wrong or broken for feeling the discomfort. And let me tell y'all something. It was uncomfortable for your girl to get to this point. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There were days where I laid in the bed and cried and sobbed. Even now, like where I'm seeing that it's safe to receive large amounts of money and being able to be financially stable on my own, I have to regularly teach my nervous system how to properly receive things and how to, sorry, my phone is going off, and how to understand that it's okay for me to receive certain things. And it's not out of arrogance. It's not out of, trying to be better than anyone. It's just, I need to teach my nervous system that is safe to receive. You have to teach your nervous system that is safe to receive. So healing is teaching your body that safety and abundance can coexist. Practical steps to heal and rewire. You guys, I want you to write some of this stuff down. And listen, I have a lot of resources too in my bio, and the link in my bio. And so there's a nervous system regulation e-guide. And I love the nervous system regulation e-guide because I go over the different types of nervous systems and their functions. So a lot of people will be saying, oh, I can't sleep. I can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And their cortisol levels are through the roof because they're not recognizing that, oh my God, my cortisol levels are high. And I don't know how to get out of this. And what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. So these are some tips that I am going to give you. If you want further clarification, please go get the nervous system regulation e-guide. I am obsessed. So step by step on practical ways to heal and rewire. You'll witness without judgment. You guys, I did not know what the heck this meant, but when guilt arises, pause and say, I see you, old program. I am not mad at you. Take it for what it is. Allow your thoughts to come and go and pass like clouds. Let them do their thing. Let them move around, whatever the hell. I like to get real with myself. This is a nice way of putting it. For me, I like to be like, girl, please shut the hell up. I don't have time for that today. That is some old thoughts. That is an old echo. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I do that. But you can say, when guilt arises, pause and say, I see you, old program. I'm not mad at you. Somatic reassurance, hand over heart, slow breath. It's safe to receive. It's safe to be powerful. I also like to compare this with box breathing. If you are unfamiliar with box breathing, in my meditations on my podcast and Spotify, I put this breathing pattern in a lot of my meditations. You can also check out Wim Hof breathwork, and that's amazing too. Do the beginner one though. You don't want to jump into the intermediate or advanced if you're not ready for it. Spiritual affirmations, you can give yourself example. My blessings glorify God's abundance, not my pride. And you guys don't get tripped out on these words and verbiage. Some people like God, they associate God being a man in the sky. God could mean source to you. God could mean the universe. God could mean your higher self. Whatever name you want to put on it, put on it. For the sake of this video, I'm saying my blessings glorify God's abundance and not my pride, right? Example, it is safe for me to shine because my light comes from source. Celebrate your small wins, even though there's no such thing as small wins or all big wins, but your subconscious wants to deem small, big, little, whatever. So celebrate those small wins. Practice receiving little things without guilt, compliments, gifts, and opportunities. Build proof that receiving doesn't lead to punishment. This is also going to help with that. And it's going to help with your subconscious because your subconscious only knows what you tell it to be true. So as you start to reprogram your subconscious and your nervous system, which is they're both connected, they go hand in hand with one another, then you're going to be able to deem things safe. Anchor in the new identity. Visualize your most confident, abundant self and bless them and don't fear them. Okay? You're not arrogant for believing in yourself, and you're not selfish for wanting to receive fully. You are designed to live abundantly. It's literally your birthright. It's literally, you're born into it. Imagine if you could be born into royalty, born into celebrity status, born into wealth. You're born into it. You're born into abundance. You're born into manifesting. Try to say that 3 times in a row. And you're designed to live life abundantly, confidently, joyfully, and not fearfully and shamefully. And healing takes patience, compassion, and willing to walk towards it. In Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, she talks a lot about not having to face your fears if you're willing to face that fear. Most of the time, it'll dissipate if you're willing to face it. And I struggled when I was reprogramming my thoughts and my nervous system and my subconscious around this belief. And I was very embarrassed almost because I felt like, oh my God, y'all know I'm from Georgia and my family I was raised Baptist Christian. So for me to be talking about this stuff is almost taboo. It's like, oh my God. People have commented and said I need to go touch grass. I'm like, I live in California. I can touch the grass, the mountains, the beach. I can touch it all. And it's amazing for me. But I had to get out of my own way. And getting out of my own way meant dropping the wall, dropping the bullshit, dropping the box that people want to put me in. Y'all, and 2 good examples of this, whether you like them or love them, would be Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian. Okay? They don't give 2/10 of a shit if you like what they said or you don't like what they said. At the end of the day, they're going to go be them. They're going to be authentically them. Whether they say some off the wall stuff, whether they don't, whether you love Kim, don't love Kim, she's going to be a lawyer. She's going to take these pictures. She's going to do what she want to do. And Kim openly admits, I can manifest and she does. And also remember, the more you talk about something and the more you interact with it, the more it's going to stay in your awareness and in your fruition, because that's what quantum entanglement is. Whatever you put your awareness and focus and attention on has to be reflected back to you. So that's what you're doing. But I definitely want to do a deeper dive into Christianity and Bible verses and what it has to do with consciously creation and manifesting and all of that stuff. And I really, really, really enjoyed this question. I'm so grateful for the questions, you guys. I've gotten such an outpour of love too. I know I had harped on the negative comments, but I'm just telling you that so you don't go and interact with things like that in your 3D reality. And then people say, well, aren't you creating it? So this is where I don't believe in everyone as you pushed out, because those are people's own worries, fears, insecurities, and their own bullshit. That has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with them. If something that I'm doing triggers you, that's a you problem. That has nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I will be touching base on different Bible verses and breaking them down and helping you understand how they help with quantum physics and manifestation. If you have any other topics that you want me to dive into, please let me know. And you guys check out the blog. I am completely obsessed with my blog. Like, so obsessed. It's very personal because I enjoy writing about my life throughout the week. And some of them, make it to the post. Some of them don't. Some of them make it there late. But I give you real life examples on how I'm handling certain things in my life. And I do want to give you guys this closing affirmation. It is safe for you to receive all that is meant for you. So maybe I'll put it up on the top in the title. Y'all bear with me. It is safe for me to receive all that is meant for me. My blessings glorify my source, not my pride. I am humble, I am confident, and I am deeply loved. And I just want you guys to remember, you're not selfish for receiving fully. You were designed to live abundantly. Healing takes patience with yourself, dear God, compassion and willingness to walk towards the light, even when the old fears whisper otherwise. You are not dishonoring your roots, you are liberating them. And that is my favorite one. You're not dishonoring your roots. You're not dishonoring your upbringing. You're not dishonoring, the past, your grandma, your grandpa, all the people. You're not doing none of that. You're honoring yourself and anchoring into source by honoring source, by being authentically you and being true to you. And that's all you can do. And that's all you can be. So if you having a nice car, and let me tell y'all something. We get shit so twisted. We think like, oh, they're a spiritual teacher. They have to be wrapped in muslin cloth and she got to have a scarf on her head. And I'm going to drive my nice ass German engineering car. I'm going to have my luxury bag that my man bought me. And I'm going to live my life abundantly going to these fancy ass restaurants that I want to go to. And I don't have to apologize for it. I don't have to minimize myself for it. I don't have to make myself feel small to appease other people. I don't have to put myself in the box that people want me to be in because it's where they feel like I need to be. I'm not doing that. You need to operate in your true authenticity. When you do that, things will come to you. You're not going out to be a vibrational match to the things that you desire. The things that you desire have to become a vibrational match to you. Remember, you just went in the library, picked which book of yours you wanted to read. It already has all those things. The law of polarity teaches us to not have means that I can have. Just like in Christianity, you're taught just as easy as God gave it, he can take it away. Oh, well, that must work on the flip side then, right? If it can be taken away, I can receive 100%. 100%. The world is your oyster. If you're interested in joining the Diamond Clarity Hour to have more open dialogue with me, be on the lookout for that. The next one is going to be in 2 days, actually on the 23rd of April at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and click the link and sign up for that. I will be having another one in May. If you're interested in the VIP group, that one is $30 a month. We meet twice a month on the second and fourth Sunday of every month. And then if you miss it, because a lot of people are getting misconstrued with the group. So let me just be very clear. If you cannot make it on Sundays, who cares? There will be a live replay for you. And I also send you an outline or post an outline within the group. There is a community. We have discussion boards. We talk. I put challenges in there. I also post exclusive content that you don't get on my social media platforms. So it's totally worth it, especially since one-on-one mentorship is very limited. Right now, I take 5 to 6 people. Moving forward in the month of May, I'll only be taking 2 to 3 people at a time. So, and to be honest, I might discontinue it even after then. But there's so many other resources for you guys. Also, if you want to do the Platinum Lifestyle Bundle, where you get the Wealth Code, Nervous System Regulation, and the Self-Concept Workbook together, make sure that you use the discount code Platinum Glow in all caps, and it will give you a discount. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.